My father used to carry me up to bed at night, and I can still remember the song he sang.
And that's part of the viciousness of incest. It's as if you're not allowed to hate your violator because it's your father.
You can take that secret and turn it into your anger. You can take that shame and that fear and turn it into something that is action.
We're gathered together in our game room. I'd like to have you meet the 5 women in my life.
Desert silvery blue beneath the pale moonlight, coyote and lazy on the hill. Miss America.
We were the most beautiful family. 4 daughters, all 2 years apart. I was the youngest. You couldn't possibly, in your wildest imagination, imagine my father sneaking down to my bedroom for 13 years and turning the doorknob. It's inconceivable. My life shut down completely when I was 45. From 45 to 51, I just laid on the floor and sobbed. And the vivid memories and feelings came back. I was hospitalized, locked in a psychiatric ward. My body was in complete paralysis. I couldn't move my arms or my legs. Had no idea incest was doing this. Had no idea. I mean, who could have believed that incest would cause physical paralysis?
I had always thought while I was raising my family and from the time that the abuse of me ended, that was the end of the abuse. But it did not stop with me. My father's abuse did not stop with me. He got to some of my children.
It would occur often that I would be abused in the chicken house because it was far removed and it was isolated and there was no one there except me and the chickens. And where I would be fondled or rubbed against, the fleas would cover my hands and I couldn't move. What happens to me when I get into a memory and when it really takes me down or it takes me to a real painful place, the difference for me now is how I deal with it. Before, I would medicate it immediately through alcohol, speed, whatever, so I didn't feel anything. I mean, I was just in this perpetual state of drowning. Every time a woman speaks out, every time someone feels safe enough to be able to speak the truth of what happened to them, that is the beginning of healing, and that is the greatest vengeance of all. Because what we're saying is we're claiming life, we're claiming life. We're not giving in to the forces of death.
I'm healing from my family, my 2 brothers. One I bared a child from, who is being raised as a sister.
We knew one another by our bruises, discovered that we counted the same stars, sang the same rituals, whispered the same prayers. No, 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 not tonight.
I'm still a stranger in life, but at least I'm not blinking in and out no more. It's learning how to separate them and show them that I am not her anymore, because they still talk to me as the child they abused, and they hate the power that is in me now. They do.
As I began getting stronger, I knew I would have to try to help other women. I hadn't even thought about men at that point. We had to tell other people that you could come through this. If there is any one message that I can give tonight, it is that if you do the work of healing, the pain does end.
been through it so much yourself, and you tell yourself, it's not going to happen, it's not going to happen, and you're looking for it, but it happens anyway.
But the difference is, you can help your daughter to talk about it, to work through it. It doesn't have to hurt for a lifetime.
Healing from incest was similar to cleaning up a polluted river, and the joy of seeing the wildlife that used to live there, the fish and the water birds and everything, come back to their home. It's their home.
We can talk about this. We won't die. We can be survivors. We can empower each other as women. And there have been moments along the way where I stand up and I say, this is who I am and this is what I survived. And maybe there's a little girl there that gets a little bit of courage.
It's been a very, very, very long and agonizing journey. But the good news is, the pain ends.